Costa, the former Chelsea men, both starting up front. 79 degrees, quite humid, and a very full stadium, Stuart, here, because this is a happening and a novelty, isn't it, on American soil. The first time ever you've had this Madrid derby being played on this side of the Atlantic. And Fitty picks it up. There's João Felix, the new player, and Diego Costa, and a goal straight away. How about that for Atletico Madrid? They have struck within seconds here to ignite this occasion.
Well, it all came down. You talked about the intensity. Lamar winning the ball up against the fullback, Odriozola, and from that moment on, Morata picked the ball up and a great pass out to Diego Costa. I think it took a deflection somewhere along the line. It's a good run to get down the side of Ramos. Takes another touch. There's the deflection off Ramos, and it goes beyond the goalkeeper Courtois. But what a great ball that was from Morata, just on the outside of Ramos, on the outside of Diego Costa. And Morata was following it in.
And the new boy, João Felix, played his part. Sergio Ramos back to Marcelo to play in Vinicius Junior. And Morata's got the wrong side of the defence here. He can make it two, but he's overrun it at the... Madrid look to fight back here. Lovely idea. Odriozola cuts it back and well defended. Koke was back upping the defence. Otherwise, Real could have been in... And Saul quickly takes possession of the ball there, and there's another goal, and João Felix has got his first in an Atletico Madrid shirt. He loves that, the 19-year-old. So will the Atleti fans.
Every time the ball drops down, it's an Atletico Madrid player that wins it back, and that was the case on the edge of the box. Vinicius Junior, far too slow. Saul Niguez winning the ball back in a good area. Really taken a touch too many, but then just reversed that ball back into João Felix, who times his run and just toe pokes it, maybe between the legs of Courtois. But this is the moment where it all happens. Vinicius Junior waiting for it. Saul Niguez quickly onto it. Does go between the legs.
Felix was there again. Lamar tried his luck. Diego Costa, another deflected one. Trippier does well again, finds Koke. And the cross shot from Correa goes in. 3-0 Atletico Madrid. Can you believe this?
Koke does brilliantly here. In and around the box, as players closing him down, he just lifts it into Correa. Probably his first touch since he's been on for Morata. Just somehow got himself turned with his first touch, and then a very clever finish. This could be embarrassing here for Real Madrid. It certainly is at the moment. And he wasn't offside when the ball was played. Just here, certainly not offside. Good first touch with his thigh, and then just strikes it cleanly.
Well, he took it early, didn't he?
There's that touch. That's a brilliant
player to get onto a very big stage. Some roughhouse treatment for João Felix, who's going through some of his party tricks here.
Ramos coming out from the back. Again, João Felix coming in field to try and...
Vinicius Junior. Good idea that, into a very good area. Goalkeepers, Oblak, who hadn't had much to do, now he has, and the first time he really gets involved, he's picked up a knock.
You can't blame Eden Hazard. He's got every right to go for this one. It's actually Jovic who's gone into that 6-yard box. Hardly had a touch so far. All bent in. It's a great cross just in between the goalkeeper and the front player.
He does well, doesn't he, though, Oblak, because he had to win that. Modric, and it's 4. It's Diego Costa again, and Real Madrid are being ripped limb from limb here.
Well, he made the second goal, Sal, by winning the ball back in midfield. He does exactly the same thing again. Brilliant understanding from the midfield player. Doesn't commit a foul, he wins the ball, and from that moment on, there was always trouble for Real Madrid, and he pokes it into Diego Costa, who actually looks into one corner and then plays it into the other. Ramos with a poor pass. chipping it with great height. It's easy for the midfield player. He's always going to win that against Modric, and that's a very good finish. Courtois thinks he's going to pass it into one corner, goes one way, and the ball just bent past him in the other.
Yeah, did him with Lamar to play this one in, and it takes a very good save to stop the new signing Hermoso scoring for Atletico Madrid. That could have been 5.
There was the marking, great delivery. Lamar, Hermoso just gets in behind.
No, somewhere down the line, but Koke plays this one in, and Sergio Ramos with a curious-looking clearance.
Well, he obviously got no information from his goalkeeper. He was running back towards his goal.
Beginning of last season, Trippier joining in, and it should have been another one, or could have been anyway for Lamar. He couldn't keep his effort down.
Apart from the finish, that is football of the highest quality. Started off by Diego Costa. There's the switch of play. Trippier breaking forward at just the right time.
Under him, it's hard to see that changing, even if there are changes in personnel. Vinicius Jr. here from him, and then the end product wasn't there.
Just shields the ball away.
Good save by Courtois. But he's got something, hasn't he? He's got plenty. Diego Costa goes down. Referee says penalty. Thought about it quite a long time. Did Ted Uncle, and points to the spot, giving a chance for Diego Costa here to get a first-half hat-trick.
Well, first view, I thought he might have. There's the chance. Brilliant. Good save as well from Courtois. He tried to lift it over him. Lamar plays the ball. Diego Costa. Well, it's a foul. There's no question about it when you see it again.
5-0 up at half-time as he completes his hat-trick. Might have just clipped the heel of the diving Courtois on its way through. This is unbelievable, really.
It certainly is. Goes straight down the middle. Probably got to put a bit more height on it to be sure it was going in. As you said, it doesn't hit the heel of the goalkeeper. It's a good penalty in the end.
Yeah, it was an optical illusion, that.
Sends the goalkeeper the...
And now he faces...
Diego Costa has scored for a 4th time in the game, and Atletico Madrid lead by 6-0, and that was another one set up by the teenager João Felix, who scored and now assisted in 2 of the goals. And Atletico Madrid are running riot here, and this is turning into an embarrassment, a huge embarrassment for Real Madrid.
Another example when the ball changes hands. Diego Costa just runs off the back of the centre-halves. They're facing up the field. There's time on the ball to pick the pass out. They've got to be dropping off. It's too easy for that ball to be played in between them.
Like shelling peas, wasn't it?
No, we have to say that, I mean, of course, Real Madrid has been bad so far. And it doesn't look good for the rest of the game. But any player.
Here is Hazard. Right across the face of goal, and Nacho's put it in the back of the net, and Real do have one back, and Hazard can claim an assist as he limps away from the action. Well, they needed that.
And that's a goal, or half a goal at least, from Hazard.
Yeah, that's right on cue. Hazard, that's what he can do. He can dribble with the ball, he can pick out crosses. He's very clever with his crosses as well. He doesn't just cross into an area, he actually passes it into people. Goes past the challenge of Correa to start with, and that's a good ball into the box. Nacho's a bit lucky, it comes off his heel, but he's in the right place. Look at that, just drifts past Correa.
How easy it looks.
And it's just that change of pace and change of...
Here come Atletico again, looking to rub further salt in the wounds, and that's exactly what they've done with a 7th goal. Well, this is turning to be quite an extraordinary game of football. Vitolo, who'd come on with the run, and that, I think, was his first involvement in the game.
Well, he's playing out on the left-hand side, often plays out on the right-hand side. He picked the ball up, and look how, again, how easy it is to go past players with the ball. He just drops his shoulder, comes in between the 2 centre-halves, and just easily passes it beyond. That's good play from him to start with. He's now got one player out the game. He's now running at the next defender. They're backing off, they're backing...
Against Oblak. Good penalty. Never a moment's doubt. 7-2, the fight back's on, Stuart.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's going to be a full fight back. There's the just blocked his run. Poor defending. He gets square on here and then steps into Nacho, makes sure he gets caught. But quite rightly, Ten Uncle gives a penalty. Both the ones he's given have been.
Score a third goal here to put a hint at least of respectability on the scoreline.
I'm not sure who got the last touch. Just when it comes across here, here's the first header. That's a brilliant one. Does it go over the line? No, it doesn't. There's that last touch.